This is my Skywatcher ED80 Pro Series telescope. It's a refractor. It is a apochromatic refractor, meaning that it has tried to minimize the false color, and I have to say that it has succeeded in that. It has a 3.1 inch objective lens, which is equal to 80 millimeter, and a focal length of the 600 millimeters, and is made in China, as you can see here. This makes the focal ratio of this telescope at f7.5. As you can see, I see two reflections in the lens, and that means it has two elements. One of them is the ED glass, means low dispersion glass. It means it doesn't disperse the light like a prism. It is better than a normal glass, which acts like a prism and causes chromatic aberration. That makes this telescope a apochromatic telescope. It was introduced in 2003 and appeared in the Sky-Watcher catalog. And it has a FPL-53 ED glass, which makes it apochromatic. It tried to look like a cheaper version, but in performance equal probably to a Teleview refractor, 85 millimeter one, and it seems it has succeeded. Even the focus knobs look very similar to the one that you see in the Teleview refractor. Let me show you the catalog page of the new version of this. This is the OVL catalog, which represents a Skywatcher in the UK. As you can see, the tube is now what they call as black diamond. The name is Evostar 80ED. In the US, you know it as Orion. The Celestron one is the same. They're all built in the same optical laboratory in China. And as you can see, it has a double speed focuser, as you can see here. It's a dual speed focuser, Crayford. Where the original gold version, which is this one, has only single speed focuser. Some people have mentioned that the focuser gets a little loose after a while, and the tube, when you put something on it, the draw tube comes back or slides back or forward, so you lose focus. The cure for this, there was many things mentioned. I found the easiest one and the most accurate actually is to go and just tighten up these screws. I removed the screws first, cleaned it up, then tightened it back. That's it. It's as good as new. The telescope comes in this lovely aluminum hard case, and it has some accessories, including this 2-inch star diagonal, a 28 millimeter 2-inch Skywatcher eyepiece, and optional, you can go for also field flattener for astrophotography if you want, and also a finder scope. I have misplaced it. I have to look for it. I have not found it I've not seen it for a while. I will find it eventually. And this way you can actually carry it in an easy package, small enough to carry it with you even when you go to travel. The telescope is equal, in my experience, 80 millimeter refractor is equal to 150 millimeter reflector, Newtonian. And I have several videos actually which proves that for an object like the Jupiter. And I have also compared it with another Skywatcher, Sky Max, max out of 150, and they match the visual clarity of the details on the planet Jupiter. The telescope weighs 3.25 kilograms, which is equal to 7.1 pounds if you use the imperial units. I try not to use it with a diagonal or go straight through Japanese style observing, because it adds to the clarity, optical clarity. But when I want to use a diagonal, I use this Astrophysics Max Bright, which is really good, and this is the one that I prefer. The focuser is very nice and it works really fine. It gives you reassurance. It stays where it should stay. So I really like it. And this is loose completely. Look, this is loose. So really nice focuser. You can have the latest version which has this dual speed focuser, but this one is adequate for me. Let's look through this eyepiece. I think Skywatcher has nailed it with this Apochromatic telescope. This is really good refractor. It has everything and it shows you everything that a much higher priced refractor will show you. And I'm pleased with this. And I use this telescope because it's such a good standard achieved in the manufacture of this, for testing all the eyepieces that I get, and I want to show you how they are. So you will have a uniform, benchmark, which has not changed. It's all with the Skywatcher ED80 Pro Series Gold version. I used the Sky T2 ultra-azimuth mount for this. I'm able to use one clamp here for one telescope, another clamp for another telescope, and if I remove it, put another clamp here. 3 telescopes I can use on this at once. And it is on the column extension and the EQ5 tripod. You can buy this Apochromatic refractor in the UK for £529. A telescope, a refractor like the Teleview 85mm f7 refractor costs you £2,100. That's around 4 times more than this. And if you buy it second-hand from places like eBay and UK Astro Buy and Sell, or the American version, or forums, you may get it cheaper. Just recently one sold of this gold version with all the accessories, the box and everything, for around £300, so you save a lot on that. That's another choice that you have. All in all, this telescope is a good one. I can use it anytime I want. It doesn't cost me a lot, so it doesn't stop me from using it, being worried that it may fall or anything. It's just not that expensive. It delivers on many aspects. I can travel with this, and in many ways it is a bargain. My last thought is that if you have more sense than money, this is the refractor telescope for you, especially for visual.